Hello everybody and welcome back to Victoria, where we are currently about to colonize over here. Okay, that's exciting. Ignore this 92.1k, that is not accurate, although that's a lot of debt. Okay, yeah, that's more like it. And we are negative on our bureaucracy. We're working our way through some government administration constructions here, so that should start to work its way back up somewhat. But that's going to require some work. Not Australia. Austria is belligerent towards us. That's very interesting. Britain will protect us against Austria. And Britain's more powerful than Austria, so I don't think we're that concerned about it. I'm going to improve relations with them nevertheless. So we're going to do that. I want to check in on Britain real quick here. Okay, relations are amicable, they're protective of us. That looks good. So we're going to work on paying down debt here. Our primary focus for the moment really probably should be getting these government administrations done. We're going to have this coal mine done soon. This railway is really bad construction efficiency, but it's improving over time. And I think we'll just get this one railway done and then just work on these government administrations. That'll be the way to go there. Hey, compulsory primary school goes into adoption with a 71% chance. Actually, that's really good. And there's steel frame buildings. Okay. So, that gives us a couple of production methods in the urban center and the construction sector. We also got vacuum canning at the same time, giving us the food industry production method. So let's hop over here and check on vacuum canning. Yeah, that's profitable, so do that, definitely. And the urban center for covered markets, absolutely do that as well. Now, expanding to steel frame buildings is going to be very, very expensive. Actually, that is relatively close to being profitable still. We're going to be what, like 17k? That's not bad. That gives us a bunch of state construction efficiency and more than doubles, or actually almost doubles, our current construction capacity. Do it. So we're going to keep an eye on that, and we'll see how that goes. We do need a new active research. How are things going on the malaria prevention front? 7 years at this point to do that? I mean, that's better. It's not good, but it's better. We could go for feminism here. I'm not sure that that's what we really want to do at this moment. Mutual funds is not bad. Reducing our loan interest rate, giving us publicly traded, and giving all of that minting. That would take 24 months to research. I think that's okay. Beyond that, we can get like vulcanization, aniline. Yeah. I am definitely expecting us to go negative here, financially. What is this available decision? Oh, we can survey a skyscraper site. Minus 500 bureaucracy is actually painful right now. Let's not do that for the moment. Okay, let's see what this does to us financially. Minus 14? Oh, vulcanization is spreading. That's nice. But look at all of this extra construction. We can always bump up to very high taxes if we feel like it's necessary. I'm not 100% certain that it is at this moment. Now, we're still going to be going down for a bit here. I think that's very, very clear. What are we spending right now on unrealized taxes? 9.49k. Well, this isn't really an expenditure. We're just not collecting this. And then 19.6k in interest. Okay, noted. Oil has been discovered in Shandong. Good for them. Cool. So we're constructing way, way faster now. And I feel like economically this isn't too bad. It's kind of bad. But I feel like it's not tremendously bad. Working up that interest is painful. There's no doubt about that. I think we'll build at this speed until perhaps our government administrations are done and then re-evaluate. Consumption-based taxation, huh? I'm not sure we'll do that. We'll see. We do need to pass, ideally, some form of universal suffrage would be ideal here. Yeah. I don't know about that about consumption-based taxation. This is not really ideal. We want to go down towards more like graduated taxation. And honestly, the rural folk endorse that. Why are they petitioning for consumption-based taxation? I don't know. That's a very strange thing to do, in my opinion. Diplomatic ties with Prussia were lost, but that's fine. Oh, wow, look at our income. Our income recovered a lot. Okay, so this is not looking bad at all. Is this due to investment pool changes? Perhaps. But we're definitely going to get these government administrations done. We're now positive. That was definitely an investment pool change. There's compulsory primary school. I love it. So that allows us to do additional education investment, but we don't have the bureaucracy to do that right now. So that looks good. Beyond that, what do we want to go for? We're on legal guardianship right now. Propertied women would drop our birth rate by 5%. Is that worthwhile? Honestly, at this construction speed, we kind of need the birth rate, I feel like. So I would love to go to like universal suffrage here. It would radicalize the Oriental Orthodox Church, but they are marginalized. Let's give it a go. This is not going to radicalize the landowners. The landowners are not going to be happy. But it's not going to radicalize them. So that looks good there. And I'm actually shocked at how quickly our economy recovered from switching over to steel frame buildings. That is remarkable. I love it. It's really, really good. We're 15 weeks away here from getting our government administrations finished. And now we're constructing so much faster. I love it. We don't need to increase our taxes. We can probably drop our taxes relatively soon, but not quite yet. 20.1k in interest. Okay, we're definitely going to keep paying down our debt here. No doubt about that. So universal suffrage is going to go through here eventually. How are we doing on our legitimacy? Our legitimacy is 49 right now. We could actually bump up into a contested government by dropping taxes. That would be relatively expensive to do. We can see that our bureaucracy has recovered a decent amount, though, and that's a very, very good sign. So yeah, 2.63k in unrealized taxes right now. And this differential here is just the investment pool. That's what that comes down to. So I'm not concerned about our fluctuations that we have going on here. That is literally just the pool there. Oh, and it looks like Britain is also doing some nonsense. Okay. Rubber has been discovered in East Angola. Sure, whatever. That's reasonably fine. What is this war? Oh, British Republic versus Cuba? Okay, whatever. They can have fun with that. Cool. We're continuing to expand out over here. It's not the fastest of things. How are we doing here anyway? We can definitely get additional universities going. I'm going to wait until after we've built these government administrations for sure. And how many would we need? Let's see here. I'm pulling up a calculator. That was a spreadsheet program. That's not a calculator at all. Let's see what we've got here. We've got 142.3, if I can type, 142.3 minus 110.8, 31.5, which of course means we need 11. Okay, that sounds good. A preserve autocracy political movement, but there's not much radicalism there right now. Cool. We'll see if we can get this universal suffrage through. That would be just magnificent if we could. So at this point, we know that we need 11 universities. We're done with our government administrations for the moment. I'm looking at infrastructure here. We've got Ethiopian Congo. But I thought we already built something in. But I guess it's fine for now. Let's build those 11 universities, and those are going to be in, like, Gondar. Like, all of them are going to be in Gondar. Okay. We'll get those going. Fantastic. And we're going to build them quite quickly. So that looks good. They are going to eat into some of our income here, but that's fine. We're working on paying down our debt. We have quite a bit of debt built up, but once we manage to get mutual funds built, that should be a pretty big deal there. Cool. Now, British Republic is definitely taking more of this than we are. There's no doubt about that, but we're not surprised about that in any meaningful way. So that is absolutely great. Our population is about to hit 20 million. And we do see that we still have about that 1 million mark of peasants and unemployment. But with us just switching over to steel frame construction, I'm expecting that to not actually be a problem. It should be completely and totally okay. The real question is what happens with universal suffrage here. Our odds are awkward. Very awkward indeed. Once enacted, it would change the current government's legitimacy by -37, yes. But we'll have an election and we'll be able to set up a new government at that time. So that looks good. And we're definitely getting this debt snowball rolling a little bit here. I like it. I don't think we're going to have future major issues. If we get universal suffrage, I don't think we're going to have future major issues with getting laws passed. So that might have been our last actual revolution. That would be really, really nice. I'm definitely tired of civil wars building up our debt. No doubt about that. And we just hit 20 million in our population. Beautiful. Our GDP is up to number 9 worldwide. I love it. And we can see that we're definitely growing quickly. So let's drop our taxes here, I think. Not quite yet. Popular outreach, huh? Actually, yeah, enactment success chance. Do it. 10%. I like it. And that pulled from primarily debate, it looks like. Cool. So yeah, we're not going to pass consumption-based taxation. I can tell you that right now. The real question is, when can we get away with dropping our taxes? And the answer to that is a definite not yet. We'll give that a bit. We did just finish up a bunch of universities, and you can see our income dropped from running those universities. That is not shocking. We are at 1,000 bureaucracy at this moment, and we might want to start thinking about bringing this education investment level up. So let's do that for the time being. And the philosophy department was removed from the journal. Sure. So that puts us at currently 120, and it'll take a little bit for these universities to get filled up in terms of jobs, right? No doubt about that. That'll be a pretty decent number of jobs that need to get filled. So that's all looking good there. And yeah, we're expecting this to be a decent amount that we have to pay in. But that's absolutely fine when we look at our innovations coming in. 129.7 and 132.6. Yeah, that's very, very good. We're going to finish up our last 2 universities here in about 8 weeks. And then we're just working on these random auto-queued things. Interestingly, did it really auto-queue those ports? Fascinating. This port in Ethiopian Congo is probably a good thing to make since we're at -2 infrastructure there. I'm going to queue up these Somaliland ports as well. Okay, I was just wondering why it was looking like this. I queued these up at the bottom of the queue. So I'm not too interested in getting the Somaliland ports done immediately, but I put them in the queue regardless. What do we have for resources? We do actually have some rubber plantations, or a rubber plantation that we can build in Ethiopian Congo Oriental. And I guess we can get that going. That's absolutely fine. We're building a lot of things at once right now, and we know that it's going to be a slow construction on our port in Ethiopian Congo. But it is getting quite a bit better, actually. It's still improving. This is from the state region devastation. Okay. So the turmoil isn't really getting that much better. There's a Congolian rainforest going on over there. There's a whole lot of stuff there. Is this only building every other week? We saw that previously. Perhaps not. Why did this stop constructing then? Presumably it's because it's already being built somewhere. In private constructions? No. Okay, well, now it's building. Well, okay, we'll just let that continue for now. It seems reasonably fine. British Republic, why are you losing to Cuba right now? I find this confusing. Have fun with that, British Republic. Yeah, that's not the best way to go, I think. Yeah, we're at 147.4 uncapped now, so we have a little bit of space for our innovation cap to increase. That looks good. So how are we doing on taxation capacity? Now that we're building a lot more quickly, taxation capacity should be getting eaten up, in theory. Why are there 10 government administrations queued up in Somaliland? We don't currently need that. Okay, let's get rid of those. Interesting. So that looks fine. We don't currently need those government administrations. We might need some just for the bureaucracy. But for now, it seems reasonably fine. So that is all looking good. The question is, what happens with universal suffrage here? Well, we're still 18 days away from finding out. The last outcome was a debate outcome, and we're at 23% chance here. Fingers crossed that this goes reasonably well. Yeah, market access in Ethiopian Congo is a little low. We're not shocked about that in the slightest. So that's all looking good. 41.9k. If that's normal, the minor interest. Okay, we're having another debate here. We could back the industrialists here. I think that's reasonably okay. We don't get anything hugely great out of that, unfortunately. 14.4k is our interest payment as of right now. 36.6k would be what we would lose if we were to drop down to medium taxes. Okay. I would definitely like to do this. That's for sure. But I don't want to go into debt while doing it. I think we continue to pay off our debt here, and as we get closer to paying off the debt, we should definitely be able to do that fairly soon. So that looks good to me. We're just letting our auto build go here. I do want to go through and make sure, because of private construction, we need to make sure that all of these are set to auto expand. So we'll go through and do that real quick. Are we still better off on wooden ships than reinforced wooden ships? We are. Remarkable. Munitions plants, art academy. Yep, all of those can auto expand. I would love to auto expand these, but that's not an option. Slaughterhouses is actually something we should be doing. Okay. Let's see. Anything else in here that really does need to be done? Wait, we can auto expand coal mines? Hang on. Aha. Okay, so we're going to get that going. Coal mines, of course, no longer can auto-expand once we get that built. So that seems reasonably fine. Logging camps cannot auto-expand. Okay, so that all looks good. No major issues in here as of right now, I think. There might be a couple of things. I know that there were a couple of production methods that we skipped. Military shipbuilding, we should definitely be on. If we're on that, that does make reinforced wooden ships a little bit better, but it isn't great. Public trams is fine. Do we want to be on free churches? Actually, yes, we do. Okay, let's definitely do that. Secular administration at this point is still not ideal. We are on administrative clergy. It's only minus 1k. I think we'll do it anyway. And then secular academia is definitely more expensive, and we don't have enough qualifications. We'll hold off on that for right now. There's rifling unlocked, so we do want to come over here and go to rifles. It's only minus 651. I think that's okay for now. Cool. Any other production methods that we really want to go with? I think for the time being, that's about as good as we're going to get. For the time being. So universal suffrage, we're at 23% here. I would definitely like to cut our taxes, and I'm going to do that right now. I think we'll be relatively safe to do this for a bit. We might have a little bit of deficit going on here, but that does bump us up into... Hello, mutual funds. Actually, mutual funds makes that a lot easier. That unlocks publicly traded, and we'll go through all of those in a moment. But that does bump us up. Oh, we're at unacceptable government 45. This did drop off. We do need to keep the intelligentsia in government. So for now, this will have to do. As far as our next research goes, I'm leaning towards perhaps something like the electric arc process. That would be 3 years out. Maybe we should go for something in military, like enlistment offices. 21 months there. In society, we've got identification documents to give us some base tax capacity. I'm not too concerned about that right now. We could go over to socialism. That's not a terrible option, actually. So that sounds reasonably fine. Cool. So that should put us safe on this taxation level. We do have some unrealized taxes currently. What are those from? Is that just from radicalism? I'm guessing that's just radicalism. Pin open, please. Thank you. Yeah, that must be radicalism. Okay, that's fine for now. No major concerns at this moment. The real question here... Oh, rubber discovered in Amhara. That's actually pretty cool. So we're going to build... How much was discovered there? 10. Not bad. Do it. Get going on that. We've got a rubber rush, and we'll do that in Amhara. Beautiful. And that's additional rubber that we discovered in Amhara. So we're going to bump that up 26 now. Okay. We still have these Gondar ones as well that we delayed. We're getting close to that. I'm not going to build them right away. We're going to be building a lot of rubber plantations here. Rubber is very hard to get to, right? And a lot of places are going to want to import that rubber. So that'll be good. Our education investment comes up. I like it. And we're creeping up towards our cap of innovation. We're not quite there yet, but we're definitely making progress in that way. Cool. So each of these plantations do not take that long to make. It's like 8 weeks each, I think. Yeah, 8 weeks each. So that's not bad. Not bad at all. We'll work our way through that nice and quickly. We're back up to 22K at this point. We could start thinking about dropping our taxes further. Now, what are each of these consumption taxes worth? Quite a lot, actually. I think that we drop our taxation level soon. Yeah, we're actually very close to that. That will hopefully bring us up... Well, what is our legitimacy right now? I don't think it would get us there. Oh, it would. It would just get us there. Fascinating. So that seems reasonably fine. How are we doing on our jobs numbers here? Okay. We're definitely seeing a drop on the peasants plus unemployment numbers now. Good. That indicates that we do not need to further expand our construction right now. Planned grassroots, huh? Actually, a 10% success chance is good. We'll definitely take that. I would have preferred to move through to consideration, but this will have to do for now. So this is a whole lot of rubber plantations, right? A whole lot of them. And that's definitely going to affect the price of rubber as we get all of these done. And then all of these down here as well in Gondar. There's a whole lot of rubber being queued up here. So I'm going to move up this coal mine, and that'll be fine for now. That'll be done in just 1 week. So not a concern here. Cool. What is the price of rubber looking like? That is something that we should probably see here. We are exporting a lot of rubber, I'm sure. So let's see here. I don't even know the icon for rubber, do I? I wish there was a... Wait, filters? Can we search? Staple goods, industrial goods. Would it be an industrial good? Probably. This one. Yes. So we can see that the price of rubber is quite low. Minus 39%. Compared to the base price. That's not surprising. We're producing a lot of rubber. The #1 producer worldwide is that us? No, that's the British Republic. We're the #3 producer worldwide. So that's not bad, actually. And our current focus is... Okay, that's potential production consumption. Right. We're not currently tariffing this at all, and that's fine. I don't usually run tariffs, so that's completely okay. We're going to export most of this rubber. We don't need this rubber ourselves, but I mean, that would mean that things like bicycles and airplanes are relatively easy to make, right? So that should be reasonably good. Yeah, we've got this port being very awkward indeed. But this is looking great. Our economy is definitely progressing nicely here. I'm relatively pleased about this. So at this point, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to pass, hopefully, universal suffrage. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. And a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, James, Shadow Wolf, and Lohan80, Rogue Corvid, Kentogan, Andy Magar, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12UK, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time. That is not the button I'm looking for. Let's try this again. There we go.